Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of News Tower. Okay, so we're in another week. We've got a few things to do. Lots of tags that we want to collect, and we don't want to print defeat. So if we have a quick look here, we don't have defeat in the mix at the moment. All of these stories are heavily usable. The only one of them is what we're after, but we'll continue to look for more. So these kind of things is in crime and entertainment, crime and society, economy and society. So let's do crime, economy, and society for the time being. So we'll focus our attention a little bit on those items to try and pick up some of the tags we're after. That's going to be the bulk of what we're doing. We're also looking, I don't think there's anything here that we can necessarily complement with. So what do we need here? They will require sales. Okay, I think we'll do this one because this one seems like it'll give us a double up of sorts and be a little bit more cost effective to run. We also have a training, Continental Connect, that increases research speed by 20% for all foreign news. I guess for the time being, it's not something that's very useful to us. We may run into a bit of training there in the future, but for now, I think we're okay. Our pneumatic tubes are doing their thing. I kind of like it, and I think we'll do some more here to kind of clean this up. And I think this ground floor or this first floor can be quite useful in the future. So we'll have a bit of a look at what we can do with that as we continue to grow. Ooh, a bombshell. And an education piece, which I think is something we're after. So I guess we will do this one because at least carries one of the items we're after. Got really good society points here. So let us do Edith on that one, and we'll get. Let's get Audrey onto this one as well. Yeah, that's an extra piece there. Plus, we'll get the next one there. We also have a few crime stories. We've got a forecast. We've got a statement. We don't really, but we've got a golden tag, which is something that I'm after. Just want to have a quick look. Where are we heading with regards to this? We are looking to go hard left. Okay. We'll keep an eye on our options to go hard left. Okay, let's pop back in. So this goes right. This goes left, but that goes right. So we'll need to have a bit of a look at that. Let's see the other story. Investigative is something that we're after. So I guess we'll go down that storyline there to pick up the investigative item over there. And then over here, we can still contribute. So maybe what I'll do is I'll try and run. I don't think that Yana will open it up though, right? So let's leave her be and we'll run Beth for the time being over there. Okay, so we'll run a few stories. I think we are picking up a few of our tags. If we go in here, we've got 2 of them underway now and we're heading towards an investigative. So I think that should be fine. Paper-wise, what are we looking at over here? I guess we will do a bit of a, a supply run at least. Working our way through the ads here. I think ultimately when you do ads and when you do illustrations, what we'll also do is we'll also run pneumatic tubes between those areas to these areas to try and make the movement of these things a lot quicker. Now, we've got a little bit of movement in the ad, so let's pop in there. I guess we'll put him back in Tristan, do another round there. So at least we've got a pretty decent ad that we can run. Is there anything else we need to pick up? We've got 51 influence, right? Now, saving the influence can give me access to letterpress cabinet. Anyway, I think we can still do a fair bit here to up our game. But 64 gives us page module number 5. Okay, so that's something to work towards. We can also just fill in with a bunch of other stuff. So here we can kind of do coal storage, and what do we have over here? We've got paper cabinet. Yeah, I mean, we can pick up some of these things, get a bit of a cheaper run on paper. We can get illustration, right? Illustration is one thing that we could get into, and then we've got this linotype machine here, and I have no idea what it converts report into text slug, right? Is that so? We don't need a text. I have no idea. So we'll have to kind of text. We'll have to test that out over time, right? That's definitely something that we'll need to have a look at. Library here has text editing, which I think is also a useful thing for us to have a bit of a look at. Okay, let's pop into here and see what the next pieces of our stories are. We'll get Tatiana in. Yeah, so still didn't unlock us anything there. And over here, we've opened up the next piece of the story, which we'll get Paulina or Beth on as soon as we can, basically. Wow, all three of them sharing a tag. Beth, we'll take your piece, put it in there, and we'll get you straight back out, right? And then over here, what are we doing? We're making our way towards that one. We don't want to go right, though. Anyway, there's ways that we can deal with it. Edith should also be down here, right? Yeah, Edith, please give me your story, so we'll get that in there, and we'll get Edith out on this one. And this should be a pretty nice story as well. Okay, so the next floor will cost us 15,000, which I guess we can afford. Okay, we've got some new stories. Let's have a quick look here. Well, just the one for now. We are after none of these. I think I might give this one a skip. I don't have anybody ready to go, so we'll skip that one and get, because we are after both that one and that one, so we're still looking for some tags. Over here, we just don't want to print defeat, so we need to keep mindful of it. And we also don't have a triumphant. Need to have a look at that too. Okay, another story. Pop in there. Here we go. This is the one we're after. So we'll play around here a little bit. Yeah, okay. Well, Audrey, make a start on this one, please. We will get another investigative, and when we'll work our way towards the evidence piece there, which will also pick up some other pieces. But still, gruesome is not something we've got going for us. I might pick up another batch here, and I'll also do a small batch of food. Keep everything moving. What's going on with all of these other ones? Yeah, okay, they are progressing slowly. Okay, are we running another ad? We may as well. We've got the person just kind of hanging out, so we may run it just so that we have it. Okay, there's some stuff that we can look at. Okay, so we can get this last piece, which is the right-leaning sports story. Yeah, let's do it. That's a pretty good stack there. That's a pretty good stack. Right leaning, unfortunately, will means that it won't be our lead item. Right? It won't be our headline story. Okay, this one is done. Okay, so we need to. Okay, so I guess these people here can dump their stuff a little bit to make a start, right? No, still nothing. They're all still kind of popping up over here. They take their sweet time. Yeah, get your stuff into the yeah, okay. Now let's pop in there. Now we should have access to this. Get Edith onto this one. Do that as quickly as possible, and then what we'll do is we'll get Beth over there. They should finish about the same time anyway. We've got some extra stories here. Now, influence points, but right leaning. 4 influence points is always something that I'm after. But is there anything else in here that we're looking for? I'm really after the influence points. Let's give this one a minute. Come back after we see what this is. This one I'm going to definitely skip because that's just not enough value for this. This one, the influence points, definitely something I want. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for Beth to get back to run this one. That one's just going to sit there for a bit. That one is just going to sit there for a little bit. Till Beth gets back. Hopefully we are looking for another story as well. Perfect. And hopefully we're closing out some of the other pieces also. Still nothing on gruesome. I think I'm going to let this one slide so we can get another story up. Still 11 out there that we need to pick up on. Yeah, these. Unfortunately, yeah, both of them with this skill set is working away at the moment. Yeah, so let's speed through that a little bit. Okay, there's another story there that we can look at. This is not bad, but not what I'm after. I'm looking for that gruesome, right? So the gruesome. Hang on, let's just see. So where gruesome is crime and entertainment. Okay, so let's start picking up on entertainment now as well, right? Because well, let's do a few entertainment stories so that we can find the gruesome story over there. Okay, Edith, yours in there. Beth, get yours over there. Okay, so now we can get one of them into this, right? Beth, you're going to go out for that one. We'll get moving. Then we've got a couple of entertainment stories. This might not be the one I'm after. This is the one. It's a right-leaning yet again. Okay, well, anyway, that's fine. We will just send Audrey out there to go and play with that one. And this one, I'll let go. It's not really worth our while. I'll pop out any specific stuff because now we've got everything we need. We don't. Defeat. Where will we find defeat? Sports and politics. So let's do politics and sports, please, so that we can find the defeat story. Oh, no. We don't want to print it. Triumphant. Politics and sports. So let's say it's the same stories, right? No defeat. Triumphant is what we're after. Spin it a little. Okay, what are we doing? Unpopular. Biased. I don't think so. There's nothing in here that's of real value to us. Let's not sully our names here. There's the sport triumphant piece there, and I guess we don't need any of the other items. So we'll just run that one item there, and then once that's done, we've got our triumphant piece, and we will close out the rest. Now, we could add extra tags, so we'll have another look at the extra tags, but we don't want to push it right again. We've got so many things pushing to the right that it's a little bit annoying, actually. We don't have a full mix of things. Okay, so this one is pushing to the right, but, we're doing that so that we can at least get access to that influence points there. Right? That's the plan. We've got some extra politics stuff, not just interested in just the one tag over there. So over here, we can't run that. We could add a gossip tag to it and push it right. No, I don't think so. I don't think we're interested in any of that. I really don't think we're interested in any of that. There's another sports story out there. Oh, another triumphant one. Let's do it. Just in case, let's do it. Sport triumphant. No, this is too much work for not a lot of tags. This one's going. This one's done, and I'm cleaning that one out, so that's fine. We'll get some more stuff going. Look at all of these people waiting for the lift. At least they can all fit in there. It's a bit tight, I think, but it's working. I think all of our top stories are in play, right? When are we finishing this one? Friday? That's done already. That's done already. That's done already. And that's done already. And triumphant one is the other one we're after. We have both of them finishing in time. Okay. I don't need to babysit that anymore. happening over here? Let's get Tristan to the next one. And there's some extra stories. 2 more stories left, though. This is left-leaning. I might pick it up just because it is left-leaning. Other than that, it's not got great value. This is left-leaning also, so I might do the same thing over here. And then we've got one more story. I guess a couple of left-leaning stories is maybe just what we need, at least for helping out on the front page, I think. Got one more entertainment story out there that will make its way. There we go. Anyway, last story. Wait, why? Well, over here. There we go. Last story is up. Right leaning. No, I'm not interested in that one. So let's skip that one. And that's it. So we'll close out on what we've got there. Let's just double check what's going on. Yeah, this one's fine. This one's fine. They're both finished. Both finished. If we have a quick look here, if I just sort it by right, left, right, left. Wow, so few left things. So I guess what we need to be doing is we need to be pushing. This one didn't get tagged. Interesting. We need to be pushing hard left in the front page, and then potentially the rest doesn't need to look too menacingly at those maneuvers. Speed it along. What's our paper ratios looking like? I think that's okay. Let's pick up another batch just because we can. Okay, one more day. Yeah, they are zooming through everything. Yeah, we haven't seen the lawyer do anything in quite a while. I think we have enough reporters, but I wanted to get the extra level because we need to go start going into illustrations and things now. Right. We'll get the guys to continue working. Okay, that's rolling the presses there. Got all of our stories, and we should just remember not to print any defeat this week, which I guess we probably will be okay on. Let's go through here. All of our stories are done. Let's have a look at building our plan. So unfortunately, this one we can't run at the front. What I was wondering is, can we run this one and then 2 left-leaning stories? So something like that, and say, what else do we have? Something like this. More crime on alarm, maybe. Do we have? Yeah. This? Oh, it didn't do anything. That's not actually going left. Okay, this one? That does go left. But it's not hard left. Okay. Let's, I mean, that 12, very difficult for me to say we're not doing it, right? Let's see, can we, let's go back to this. What do we have that can go pretty hard left and has a reasonable amount of tags? So this one can go left like so, and then we can go left like this, and anything else that can go left? And work with these guys? Not really. So, and that one. Okay. So then we've gone left on this page, as hard left as we potentially can go. And if we do this again, we don't have any more left. We don't have any more left to go. Okay. I guess then it doesn't matter because we're not going to get the influence points there. So just redo that. So that's not going to work. We're not going to be able to do that even if we max it out. Okay. We didn't have enough left-leaning stories to make that work. So I guess what we're doing then is we are... Let me have a look at this. What does this do? That is a lot of stuff. And we can... Oh, if we do this, we can get the 4. Okay. I guess I want to do this instead. Wow. Flipping them around does quite a bit. quite a bit, but influence-wise, is the right thing for us to do. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and double scoop whatever we can. Yeah, I guess this is a pretty good front page. Still moderate. We've got crime galore on this first page. Okay, now next page we want that one. Okay, definitely. And what else can we work with this for? Anything else over here? It's more society. Yeah, that's okay. That's good. You need to print a few other bits and pieces, like something like this potentially needs to go in there. Okay. Next page. Okay, let's go with this one. And what else? That and that. Maybe. 312. And then another page is left. What are we trying to put in there? Society. But this is going to be pretty sporty, actually. So we want one of these. I want one economy story in there. Then we've got everything and we get an extra 25. But we're not getting the 500. Can we... Can't remove that one. I guess we can... We can take out one of these, right? We don't need all of these. So if we were to take out that one, right, and instead put in this, that doesn't actually give us 2 times. 2 times 500. It doesn't actually do that. Tagging it like so. I don't think there's anything else. Everything else has got like nice tags on it. So if we wanted to take something out, I think it's something like this that we take out. It reduces us from 365, 10,900 to... Yeah, this is more. This is giving us more. 356,000. Oh, 59,000. Okay, I think that's fine. Plus we get this this bonus here. Plus we get our influence points. This is good. Let's do that. Let's run that one. Perfect. Excellent. There we go. That's a good one. This might be a record sales. Yeah, it is. Liking it. Yeah, good. Hidden agenda, add revenue up to 36,000 now. 15 influence points there. That's pretty good. Scored all of those tags. Excellent. And we got another quick win there. That's good as well. We didn't manage to get the influence points over there. Now here, what is this? Chance of triggering a boycott. Okay, and over here would be a marble fireplace. And over here would be a prestigious acoustic panel. So I guess either way, I'm not too fussed with which one we do. We just need to move a little to the left or a little to the right. That is okay. We'll do that. And we've got some ad options. We increased a little bit our expenses. And we've got a little bit of skill ups. That was a pretty good one there. Okay, good stuff. Now, let's have a quick look. Print society. I don't like it. What do we have here? Print at least 1 lie. And then we get 2 influence for each lie that we print. Okay, that's a okay-ish possible thing. Print politics the most. I kind of don't like these, really. And over here, what do we have? Deliver 20 food crates for 12,000 subscribers. I'm accepting that one. That's the one. I'll get that one. 12,000 subscribers. We're over 103 now. 12,000 subscribers pushes to 115. That's a good number, actually. We'll do that one. Now, what else would we want to do? We need to start pushing into these other areas. I just want to make sure that we're unlocking as many of the things that we can. Yeah, so maybe this is one that we need to be picking up as well. So let us pick up that district and then we run it. We're at 66, so we can do the extra module. We now have enough for page module number 5. And so now we can actually run more ads and things like that as well. Room for a bit more things to move as well. So an extra page may be a good idea. This is pretty pricey, but I think it's worth it. So let's obtain the extra module. It's very, very power hungry, is to say the least. Okay, let's pop in here. We'll quickly have a look. We'll add the extra floor. We've got reasonable amounts of money. We'll add the extra floor. We'll look at the extra module. Oh, yeah, that's the food thing that's coming in, right? Deliver 20 food things. This is... Oh, is that... Fine. Let's get a large delivery. So I guess it's 6 boxes? Okay, we'll see. We'll see what that means. We would also probably want to do a paper delivery. That's fine. Okay, so now we've got that done. We've got 30,000 in the bank. We'll add the extra floor to the mix. I think we can extend the elevator up here. That's fine, no problems. Now, what we will need to do in this location, so let's say we move this guy up, right? So that's going to be quite easy. Let's pop in here. We've got the extras there. Let's just grab... What's this? Yeah, that's the print. Okay, fine. Do we have some extra walls? Well, we'll find out if we have walls. We don't. I'll add the wall there. So that's going to be... going to move the print module up there, basically. And on this side, I guess what we want to do... I'll move the lawyer up here. The lawyer is a little bit less important. But what we will need to do is we'll need to add one... we'll need to add power, right? So we'll get ourselves one of these generators. Right, we'll pop it in all the way on the end on this side. Okay, that's going to be what we're going to do for now. At some point, it would be great if we can sort it out so that it's a little bit better. At the same time, we will add some better walling to the mix here so that we can try and at least manage some of these issues. We will move this guy up to here. We'll get rid of that piece of belt there, and what we'll move some of these things out of the way so we can get our other printer module in place. We've got enough power now for the other printer module and whatever we want to do. So we're after it probably in here, right? Oh, and then this one actually has to move to the other side. So something like that. Yep. Okay, fine. Go up there. We connect there. We go up here. Oh, it can't? That's really weird. Do we have to push it out even further? That is weird, isn't it? Oh, maybe it's this. Maybe it's this guy. I think it's that guy. Yeah, there we go. And we'll connect that up. Yeah, there we go. That's working. Okay, beautiful. We'll get this one back in there so it doesn't do too many issues. We'll have a look at this so we keep an eye on all of this. Looking pretty good, actually. We want to manage noise a little bit, but I guess we'll do it through... we'll see. Put a clock in there at least to help a little bit. At the same time, I think we can do an acoustic panel. Yeah, let's do an acoustic panel. And then for heat, we'll run a bit of vents in here as well. All right, so I think that should work on this side. And of course, we need a light, right? So we'll just go with the stock standard basic light in there. So now we've added the extra page module. That's good. On this side of things, we want to get ourselves some reasonable lighting. I think we'll just go middle of the room there, okay? And then over here, we want to, again, manage the noise and the like. So what we'll do is we'll do an acoustic panel in there, and then we want to manage heat, right? So let's get ourselves a few... Okay, do we need more vents than this? Seems like we do. I think that might be everything. Wow, lots of vents there. Okay, I think we've sorted that out. We'll get a bit of a piece in there. So at least now that works. I'm guessing now what my plan would be is to move the lawyer up here so that we have room for another reporter. I think that was kind of the plan. The other thing we can move up here as well so that we can fill in another set of these guys. And we'll have to rejig things a little bit, but I think we'll move both of these guys upstairs, actually. So let's get the lawyer up here, as well as we'll get this one up here as well. Now, I don't really mind too much whether these guys have all their needs met properly. I think they'll be fine. Get a little bit of a clock there. The lawyer has got almost nothing else in there. So I guess that's it. And what we'll do is we'll grab, for the time being, we'll grab them the plant. So I guess that's fine. So we move them up there. We get a little bit of extra room so we can expand over here, plus over there. So let's get an extra reporter's desk quickly. Do a bit of maybe something like that. Right, so we've got one there. Do we have a reasonable reporter? A big bladder? We don't. Let's... I want someone with a great stat or a great thing. None of this is useful to us, really. Let's do one more. These are some good stats in here to start with. Some good baseline stats. There's a couple of good baseline stats here, and it's cheap, which is not necessarily what I'm after. I'm going to economy, society, and I think I'm going to go... Let's have a quick look. Just at our reporter board. Crime, society, politics, sport, entertainment, and economy. So those are pretty good. We actually need crime, society, and politics and sport. Crime, society, politics, and sport. So let's go have another look here there. Crime, society, politics, and sport. That's okay. Let's spin it one more time and see what we get. Crime, society, politics, and sport. This isn't bad. Resilient. Recovers pretty quickly. Crime, entertainment, and sport. That's not bad. I think we'll do Monica. Monica's got reasonable starting stats. She's resilient. Concentration recovers faster. Yeah, Monica, you're the one for us. So based on the fact that we've hired you, let's quickly buff your working area a little bit. Oh, yeah, you want a little bit of this. Okay, so we'll give you that one. You're not crime, right? You're not doing crime. You're not doing economy. You're not doing entertainment. You are doing politics, right? So we'll give you one of these. You are doing society, so we'll give you one of those. You're doing sports. You are doing sports. Okay, so we'll give you one of these guys. We'll try that. And we'll try a sports board. Actually, what we can do is we can move this sports board over. And then we'll do another sports board over here, right? So I guess that will consider all the buffs. Anything else under society? No. Anything else under politics? Oh, the election map. We still have an election map ready to go somewhere. Excellent. And we should actually do a little bit of a better job at it. And we can't really share it. That's interesting. Do we need another election map somewhere? Probably over there. Okay, fine. Got a little bit of election mapping going on. Now, question is there anything else we can do here? Let me just move these things out of the way just for a minute. We'll try and squeeze them back in after we have a bit of a look. So, what we're trying to do is we're trying to do the sports board over there, right? Now, can we find the sports board? Something like that. Ooh, not what I'm after. And we'll do this one. Okay. I guess that's okay. Then this is the society piece. Okay, I think that'll work. And what we'll do is we'll do this. And we'll do that. We'll do this. And we'll do that. Okay? So the only other thing that we're missing here is just another one of these, which we can quite easily pop in there. And now that is quite a big mix that we've got in there. So I guess she should now be really well buffed. Yeah, really well buffed. Sport is the biggest problem. Oh, we're missing. No. We're missing one of these boards. Okay, and we can add it. No problem. We can add the extra sports board. Right? There we go. Now sport is buffed also. Oh, look at that. Monica, you're a great reporter. I wonder if I can buff some of these guys better. Okay, so that's okay. Let's have a look at our ads. What are we after? Oh, we need to have a look at the food. There's nothing too interesting here necessarily. What are we getting here? Yeah, fine. Let's just run both of them. Food should have been or are being delivered now. Okay, that's fine. And we are needing to run politics and sports, crime and economy, politics and sports, and crime and politics. So let's start with crime and politics and sport and see if we get everything that we need to be getting here. Okay, excellent. So that extra move there has been pretty good. Can I move this over here? Apparently not. So I guess our team will have to come and bring them over one by one, right? Okay, so we've got a few stories that we can start on. We are looking for one of these. So I guess we will do one of these. Edith, go and get that one. Hopefully we can skill you up a little bit. We are also looking for some dirt. Right, so I guess we'll do this one. Let's just go left leaning, right leaning, and I think this one is just to the left or to the right. So either way, we will just grab whatever we can get at the moment. Not going to be too fussed with it. We want our stories. So we'll get a little bit of sports going on. Okay. Get Sarah out there. Yep. And yes, we're after the statement as well. So Paulina, I think you can go and grab. Actually, let's get Tatiana on it. That will actually open up the rest of either. Okay, well, we'll make a start on that. That is actually putting us on track for quite a few of these things. For now, let me quickly. Well, let's see. We've got another story, so let's pop into that and have a look. We have another statement in here, which is something we can probably have a look at. Let's do that. Don't mind that too much. Let's dump a few of these papers in here so we can free up the guys who needs to give us hand over the food crates here. Yeah, let's do that. That should be pretty good. Let's we need another stack of the food actually. Buying some subscribers is not the end of the world. Now that we've got this going, we can actually bring in the coffee machine. We can bring in the coffee machine. So what we'll do is we'll move this one up here. Okay, so they have access to something. And then at the same time, in the stash, I know we've got the coffee machine. So if we go here, we'll get the coffee machine. We'll place it nicely over here, and everybody can have a little bit of access to some stuff, right? Let's put that into the coffee machine. So now all of that, yeah, there we go. At least people can get some access to coffee now. We do have the ability to move these things. Oh, that's the sports board that I that I didn't necessarily need up there. But anyway, that's okay. I think we'll have a look at getting some extra help over here as well. And this thing will need us to actually get some coal delivered as well. Coal trash. Okay, they are moving it over this way. Okay, perfect. Okay, so did we pick up on a few things? So that's been done. We need to grab the dirt. I think, Monica, go for that story there, please. Now, we've got some extra steps here that we need to do. We can get... Beth, I'll do that straight away. Okay, and over here, still busy. People will be arriving. Got a next step on the ads. Let's quickly look at that also. Just make a move on it. Okay, let's do this. And let's do that. No. Please do that. Okay, and... all of these people doing with their stories, and Tatiana will get you over there. Just let's make a start on all of those. So they are ready to go. So now the idea is that we need to start maneuvering into the next piece here. That's one there, and okay, Tatiana, get over there. We'll wait a little bit more for some others. The coal, and we'll pop the coal in there, so that should run a little bit longer now. Okay, an extra story. Let's just pop in there, see what we're missing. We need to put Lena onto this one. Thank you. Over here, do we need any of this? I don't think so. So let's cancel that one. Look for something a little bit better. I guess we've got everything we want in the range now. What are we? 15 left. So we do need to do another order delivery, I think. Get another stack of food coming in while these guys are doing their maneuvers. We'll be ready for them. Okay, we've got some more stuff here that we can pick up on. It's like a lot of work, right, for not the greatest tags. I mean, 4 tags is not bad, but it's a fair bit of work to get there. How many stories do we have left? There's a lot of stories left. So I'm going to let this one pass us by. Okay, what do we have going for ourselves? That's also very minor, really. That one I can do. How much progress do you have? Okay, well, let's get you out there. Okay, we've got another one over here. That's because it's just the one. I'm quite comfortable to even do minimal tags. Okay, this is something of a bit more significance. Edith, make a start on that one, and we'll slowly make our way through it. How many do we still need? 9 left. There's still 6 in there, so we need a little bit more. Do that. Okay, more stories there. Let's have a look at this one. That's not bad, but it's a lot of a fairly complex process. I guess let's just do it. If we go with Tiana there, that didn't quite help us. And then we need someone like Audrey over here to make a start on that. That's okay. Okay, we need to do some stuff here. Okay, next piece of the puzzle. I guess, Monica, you can go and do that one. Let's do it. Okay, now farmers revolt over plummeting prices. Okay, so we've got an economy hot topic that we need to deal with. We can. Let's make a start. We can certainly get the economy hot topic going. A bit of entertainment going on. +4 influence points. Definitely something I'm keen on. Definitely. Okay, we're getting some more economy stuff going on, but let's quickly focus on this one first. Edith is ready to go. Edith, come and do some work here. That should be fine. And then more economy stuff. We should be running more economy stuff, plus some influence points, which is good. We'll keep the economy stuff going, right? We'll keep it going. Definitely keep it going. Let's put you in there. Okay. And then, oops, let's see. We've got everybody we need for this, right? It's only 2. And we can get Tatiana in there, and maybe it unlocks it straight away. So when we are ready, we can put another person on there for some more influence points, plus some cash, actually. Nice. Something else open up? It's just this one, right? Yeah. We are waiting on a few more people to do their thing there. 5 more food crates left, I think. Slowly we're getting that done. I think there's something else we can action. Okay, so 1 more entertainment piece. Alexandra, maybe you can pick up that one. Add the tag. What do we have? Audrey. Do that. Audrey, you can actually make use of this. So let's get started on that piece as well. Excellent. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's speed it. Got a hot topic going on. Okay, let's have a look here. We need to do some actions. Yeah, that should be ready to do almost. More influence points over here with some entertainment people. I guess let's just do that. That's okay. And what we'll do is we'll pop Edith in there, and that'll be a nice little story there. Okay, we're very close to finishing off these and getting our extra subscribers there. That's very good. Okay, we've got another economy story, which we need to do because of things, right? Because we've got a hot topic going. Hot topics is better if we're, of course, a little bit more right-leaning, I think. So maybe that's in our favor. All of this is in place now, right? Yeah, everything is dealt with. Nice, and that should be all of it. There we go. We've delivered on that promise there, so we'll get some subscribers to go. And we'll add a bit of food to the mix here. So that's looking pretty good. Everybody should have access to what they want, what they need. The tower is in good shape, and we now have a reasonable amount of power as well. Okay, another society story. Just the one, I'm going to give that a skip. It's not really required. How many stories and stuff do we have? Actually, how are we going on over here? Run the next story there, the next ad. We've got the extra page now. We need to remember that. How much paper do we have? I think we need another paper delivery. Let's get another paper delivery to come in at the same time, just so that we are able to run a pretty thick newspaper. Okay, so we want to double check and see that all of our stories can actually finish in time. We've got 2 more stories out there in the world. This one I'm not going to bother with that one. Same here. I'm going to bother with that. How many stories do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, so we've got more than enough. Even if we don't do the ads, we should be able to fill it up. Let me help out a little. Try and help out. Okay, and we've got another story. Pause it while we have a look at that. 2 more stories actually. This is not bad. I'm happy to run this. Let's get Monica on that. Get a little bit of experience in the mix there. And even this one, I'm okay. Let's do a bit of a bribe here. Okay, and we'll get, I think, Beth to have a look at it. Beth still needs a little bit of leveling up here. So let's keep giving Beth a bit of work there. Is that everything now? Yeah, we're through it, so that's all good. Sarah, let's just try and double things up here. So yeah, I guess the next step for us is to have a look at adding an extra set in here as well. It should be quite useful to us to keep these flows going. Let's put them in place just because we can. Okay, so let's quickly do that. So we want a typesetting desk. And then we also want an assembly table. And we want to buff these items a little bit. So we'll get a bulletin board up there. Get a day planner in like so. I guess that's about it, really. For now, that's about it. Let's see if we can add someone that's of any use here. Not really. Not in either one of them. So we're not going to... Works to me, but this is not nice. No, I'm not going to do any of these. I'm not going to do any of these. We'll wait for the next round. But at least we've got it ready to go now, basically. We need a couple of trash cans. Ooh, and we need to send this guy back in there. Do a little bit more. And we need a couple of trash cans. So let's quickly grab that just to make sure that we've got everything in place there. Like so, and like so. That should be okay. Perfect. Perfect. How is all of this going? So everything here, are we getting them done? Saturday, 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 and then Saturday, Sunday, and Sunday. So we should have everything done, no problems. And then next time we can look at what we can hire over here. Okay, keep going. Everybody keep going. Do your thing. Roll the presses. Almost there. Oh, this one only completes on Monday. This one is taking a little bit longer. Where is this ad, by the way? Still busy up here, there, though. Maybe. Oh, there it goes. Actually, Rosie, give me the ad. And we'll get the ad. Oops. Yeah, we'll get the ad to start working over here. That should be okay. But maybe the ad will be done. Still, no, probably not. Probably not. But anyway, we can start rolling on these, I think. Oh, now there's multiple ads in here. Anyway, does not matter too much to me. Actually, grab me one of these and move them over this way. Yeah. Maybe that does quicken things up a little bit. Yeah, anyway, doesn't matter too much. I'm not too fussed by it. We'll have this one finish off this afternoon sometime. Interesting. Okay, well, let's start planning out our newspaper. So, okay, so we've got hot topics, we've got influence. Wonder if we do this, right? We don't get multiple, the cash doesn't increase, right? So let's start with that. Let's start with potentially the influence there. And then what we want to do is, I think we want to go right due to the fact that we've got a hot topic here. So let's go to the right. So what can we do? Under entertainment, is there anything that goes right? Not really. So right is a bit of a problem. I guess what we can do is we can run that one and that one to go right, and that gets us to where we want to be. Now on the next one, we again have, well, potentially influence here. So let's do that one. That's pushing us back left again. Okay, anyway, we can if we have anything that goes right. We can probably still sort it out a little bit later. Okay, and what we're after is all of these kind of stories now, right? Okay, let's run these stories. What is this doing? Oh, this is a boycott. To be honest, I'm not even too fussed with it. Okay, then let's try this one, coming back in that direction again. And do we have more of this? That's still actually underway. Is that going to be finished today? It is. So we could potentially leave a little bit of gap for it. What else is in here? Society. Let's just double check any society pieces. That one will be done too. Interesting. We could run this ad on this page as well. But this one... Okay, well, let's leave it be then. For every hot topic you print, you get an extra 2,000 sales. So I guess that would kind of... If we can then lead the right, that would be quite useful to us. Now, trying to go right again. And then this one tags, but without necessarily being an issue. And what else do we have here? Anything of alarm? Yeah. A bit of alarming stuff could work. Okay, then we've got the next page. We're going to try and go right again. We can't go right anymore. Okay, so we need to go to... We need to get rid of this one here. Or... we need to get these out of the way here. Oh, we do need them there. No, put them back. I think put them back. That's definitely what we need. What we will, however, need to do potentially is not run this one. Okay, next one. Maybe, or this one. Maybe this one is what we move over there. Go to sensational, but it drops. It doesn't drop that. It doesn't drop. Okay, well then you're just going there. Okay, fine, no problem. Values are doubled. Influence perception. Okay, that's fine. But okay, that's okay. So what else do we run in here then? Don't have many tags left. Okay, let's do this and that. Okay. Double those up a little bit. Quite sensational. And I guess we need to wait it out a little bit more. That's page 5. Okay, we actually just need 3 more things, right? So we probably have 3 more things. So if we were to run... But this one will be done in just a bit, right? So maybe we wait out this one just a tad so that we can at least run that one. Oh, but that's going to run in the wrong direction. So what we need to do is we need to run this one in here and then that one over there. And then potentially just, well, we'll do something like that, really. Yeah, because that gives us some even more sales. And that gives us 337, 13,000, 16 points there. Plus we will get the prestigious acoustic panel. I think that's okay. I think that is right. And the fact that we never run almost never run an ad, it's just amazing to me. We almost never run an ad. Even with the extra pages, we're not running ads. Anyway, that's the end of it. We'll conclude it there. That's been an hour. Mind, these episodes are getting long because we've got so much to deal with. These news cycles just go longer and longer. Now our snake up against the wall is pretty significant. Ad revenue. So did we get double ups on the ad revenue? Kind of looks like it. Interesting. It does look like we get the double ups on the ad revenue. Good stuff. And we delivered this, so we get the extra 12,000 subscribers. Good stuff. And we went over here, so we get the acoustic panel. Yes, the prestigious one. Down here, now we're going to do cash, or we can do influence points, which I think is good. Okay, we're going to get a couple of things to do the ads with. Nice, that's a little bit more pricey. Someone's upgraded to senior. I like it. Slowly closing out the entire area. We're almost up at 120,000, back to about 20 influence points, which is great. Let's have a quick look here. Print society the most. Print at least one lie. I think we can do that one, no problem. Let's do that one. At least it gives us something. So let's grab it. We should at least print one lie, which shouldn't be too difficult to do. And then at the same time, we make a push in where? This is pretty simple stuff, I guess. We do need to just kind of close them out little by little. Hoboken over here. It's going to be an easy one. What about this one? Let's do this one. Yeah, I guess let's do this one. That's going to give us access to a few more things. So that's okay. Okay, so that's fine. We'll do that, and that's kind of the end of this episode. So let's just get into the game, and then we'll pause it there. And guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.